Hey y'all, welcome to The Elegance. Okay, I am Tekaso. So, this is going to be a reading. Okay? So, right before this, I had my AirPod in and it connected before I wanted it to because I didn't want it to connect to my computer. But I was like, I said no. Okay? And so I was like, and I'm about to do this reading. So let me see. I feel like that's going to come through. So I said no. So proud. Okay. It's all coming together. All right. So you said no. And I'm gonna leave it right there at the light show. Okay. So, because I'm gonna eat some mangoes. So listen. You have put it out there that you are strong in your understanding of not only how to say no, but also saying no. Okay. And so because you know how to say no, it's like, that's why God is so proud of you. Okay? Because maybe it was something where you had to get there. You had to understand how to say no. You had to understand how to say no. And so once you got there, and once you got to this point of being able to say no, your no was strong, but also maybe not that strong, okay? Like, it was just you saying no. Like, no, N-O. I said no. And so, like my computer that said, okay, well, I'm gonna do this anyway. You didn't ask, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That, okay? So whatever is going to come out in this reading, it's like, you didn't ask, but they did it anyway. 3 or 4, okay? Shooting threes, riding on foes. That's what you do. That's what we do. Okay. Shoot threes, ride on the foes. And so, you said no. You said no. And it's gonna be lit at the light show. This is the light show. Okay? This is the light show, so welcome to the light show. All right. 346 H-Town. You said no. And they said no. I'm gonna do this anyway. They heard your no. They understood your no. And still did it. Okay. So you could be working on yourself, working out, doing things that take care of you, eating, the foods that nourish you, that make you feel good, but also nourish you at the same time. So both. Those could be 2 types of different foods, 2 types of different ways of eating, but you're doing both. You're also taking care of your body, You're doing the things that you enjoy, but you're also taking care of your body, okay? So, you enjoy. If it's something that, counteracts or could counteract you taking care of your body, like working out. You eat something, you smoke, you do something. You're still taking care of your body, okay? Because you do that. And so you're doing things. We went into that. I know we already talked about that, but I feel like it's gonna come back in, okay? I said welcome to the light show. All right. So you do things that you need to do. You do the things that take care of yourself. Exactly. And so because you do the things that you need to do and that take care of you, that's why people, person, place said, well, I'm gonna do this anyway. I don't care about your no. I said I was gonna work out outside and hear the thunder come. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do it until I work out again. Okay. So whatever it is that you're doing or have done, they understood that you were doing it to take care of yourself, okay? They understood that. Okay, they understood that. They understood that. Okay. These are so good. And so since they understood that, they was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that they doing stuff to take care of themselves. Why they taking care of themselves? I just saw 713H channel. I'm on point. Okay. And so they was like, that's why I'm gonna do this anyway. Because they out here taking care of themselves. They out here doing the things that take care of themselves. Like, look at them. They look good. They like look good at the light show. Okay. They look good. Like, they doing everything that they need to do to take care of themselves. Like, look at them. They look good. Okay. And so they was like, look, I gotta fuck that up. I don't give a fuck if they saying no. I have to do whatever I need to do to fuck that up. And so they didn't like how you was out here taking care of yourself. And I'm talking in past tense, so this is past tense, okay? Now, coming into now, you're still doing the things that take care of yourself. I feel like you have always done the things that take care of themselves, take care of yourself. Take care of themselves, exactly. You always do the things that take care of you. Okay. So, because you do that, you do the things that you need to do. And so, because they have noticed this, they have taken that into account. We're talking now. This is a point where it's like, they're like, okay, so they're always going to do that. That's always them. That's always something that they do. Like, they always take care of themselves. They always ensure that they look good. They always do that. Okay. They always do that. Yes. Why you watching me? Okay. And so God out here like, all right, so listen, what is your point? Like, what are you watching them for? And I feel like God is like they watching you, like they watching you on their phone or something. And God like right here while they watching. Like, so what you watching them for? Like, what's your point? Like, what are you trying to figure out? Like, what are you watching them for? You know, like, you've seen what you've seen, you did what you did, so what are you watching them for? Like, what is the point of you still doing that? Moon. At the light show. Okay, so we're going to find some shit out. All right, so listen. On God in this hoe, like an avalanche came back out. I just saw that. Okay. So, ice cream paint job. That hasn't came out in a reading in a while. Like a while. So, you fresh, you clean. You fresh, you clean. You are so on point that it's like, they like, but why? Like that. Okay. You ready for me? Okay. And it's all coming together, came back out. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So back to, they're watching you. I'll turn this light on now. Okay. So they're watching you. Three of Pentacles. This is going to be at the light show. So, hold on. Justice. Justice. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Justice. Okay, this is coming to me. So one time, like what I just did, I had to do a presentation. It was a group project for a class in, like, one of my last classes for my bachelor's. And like sports marketing class. And for the presentation, like at the beginning, because I was the speaker or the main person talking or whatever, getting asked questions or whatever. And at the beginning, I clarified, like, in front of everybody, like, okay, am I speaking on myself or am I, like, making up a person and talking? And that gave me clarity. But that, I guess, maybe it might have reduced our grade a little bit. Maybe. But I don't think it was just me. Okay. But where I was like, we're at the light show and this is like a show or something, I don't know. And they're watching. Justice is like the clarification, like, okay, are we talking about me or are we talking about, like, do I need to act, like act? And basically I went with, after clarification, I was like, okay, I got it. And then I started talking about me personally, like me as who I am in the world or whatever, real life. Okay, that I needed to say that. Okay. And so but ultimately, after the clarification or after our whole presentation, after that, every other person that went and was in my position for their project, they, I gave a great example, okay? I gave a great example to where they used my example, basically. Like, they took it in as they were watching, and then they said, okay, I got it. Because it must have gave, like, we were on point. in every single way after that. So that's why, I don't know. I think it was just a hard project. And so, like, we got like a B, but it wasn't like, past that. It was a B. But I don't think it was just me, because we had to dress, and not everybody. It was one person that wasn't dressed in the right clothes. And so I think that's also why. Because he said that. He said, if you're not dressed, then you'll get points off. And so when he showed up, I was like, what the fuck? Whatever. But yeah. So yeah. Okay. So you have given clarification. You got clarification. You have been doing something where you have given clarification, but also gotten clarification about how to be, okay, in what you do, okay? And so because you have given clarification, now you have given clarification because you got clarification. You are you. And moving forward from whenever you got clarification, you have given the clarification that you are you because of how you have been out here. And so whatever you do, however you do it, it's like whatever industry, organization, whatever you are a part of or going into, it's like they understand, whoever is, paying attention. They understand that the clarification that you're giving is real, okay? You're not playing a part. You are being you. Like, you straight up. You're being you, okay? And that is justice. Okay. Knight of Wands. And so, because you are you, that's giving other people and has given other people clarification to be themselves and to showcase who they are for real. So that way they're not playing a role, they're being them. Page of Pentacles, which is something that they have not been doing. They have been playing roles. They have been acting. They have been acting. Like, I can be a great actor, okay? I have done acting, like, growing up. Little bit, very little, but I have. But acting, I don't know, I've done it. I've also, grew up doing speeches sometimes or whatever. And those would be like me, it's not acting. And those would be a lot different than the acting. Because acting, you have to you have to think about everything to be that, whatever. But if you're just you, then, you're you. So whoever these people are that have watched you, they're like, they're trying to figure some shit out. 8 of Cups. They're trying to figure some shit out because they have not been themselves. 8 of Wands. And now God is like, nah, you gonna do that. You're going to do that. You're going to be your true self. There's no more acting. There's no more playing a role. You're going to do it. Knight of Cups. And when you do it, you're going to show what's up. 10 of Wands. Okay. It's like people have created these roles. They have been acting out here, created a personality, created whatever to not showcase what they really do, or what they really do. The Chariot. Okay. And so now that you coming through, okay, you're coming through, and you're coming through strongly. You're coming through to be like, because of who you are, because you give examples, because you are the example, you've already gotten the clarification, you've already understood, you've done your studying, okay? You have done your research. You have done what you have needed to do to understand how to come through, okay? And so you've done the work, 10 of Wands. You've done the work. You've done that. That's why you coming through now in the way that you coming through. And you are you, fully. 10 of Swords. Yes, it's time. Okay? It's time. This is the time for you to be you, for you to come through. 2 of Wands. This is the time for you to come through, for you to be you. Okay. 8 of Swords. Exactly. And so now, it's like people who have not been them, they have been acting, they have been playing a role. It's like they don't know how to move through that. They don't know how to be their true selves. They don't know how to be them for real, because they have really played a role. They have put on a show. They have, like, whatever they do, it's a show every time. Like, it's a role, like it's a show. Like, whenever you see them, that's not the real them. Wow. Okay. 7 of Swords. And so, like, after me and my group did the presentation, you know, I went and sat down, and I felt good. Like, I feel like we felt good about what we just did, because we went first. And after that, I was like, okay. Like, once everybody started to, you know, present or whatever, I was like, okay. So they are, like, if they weren't on that and didn't have an example before, or didn't understand how they were going to do their presentation, then they definitely had it after we went. And it's like, I was sitting down, like, watching, like, wow, they really took that example. Like, they really, like, watched how I talked, for sure, but how we talked, and are really doing this back to back to back to back, like back to back to back to back. And it was really good. Like, it was like, wow, that was a strong example. Okay, so you are a strong example. Okay, and to where you about to really be seeing it, but you might see it now, where the example is just so strong that you have given, that you can sit back and just be like, I understand what's up. Like, I understand where you got it from. I understand why you're doing that. I understand why you're saying it like that. I understand. And it's also doing something to reveal who they truly are. Yes. Okay, the devil. Yes. And my music stopped right before the devil. Okay. So yes. You're giving big views. You give big views. You give big views. Yes. And so the views that you give, it's like, okay, I want to say you're calling out the devil. You're calling out the devil in people because the way that you operate, the way that you are, they can't operate any way else. Okay. On point. So listen, last year, God was giving me on Instagram, maybe sometimes Twitter and Instagram, and I would post it to Snapchat sometimes. Kind of talk on TikTok, but definitely on YouTube also, but not really. But mostly I needed to talk to, God would want me to post to Instagram from Twitter. Yes, something like that. And so, I would make posts, like God would tell me what to say or whatever, and I would start typing. And these were like big ass shit, but basically it was like getting to the point of like, you need to choose whatever side that you on. Either you on God or you on Satan, straight up. Like there's no line, there's no in the middle. It's like one or the other. And it's not even a choice. It's like, okay, so, well, yeah, it's a choice, okay? But it's like, you would already understand based on your life and who you are, based on what side you was on. So you need to be real in whatever side that you're on. Like, you know, if you on Satan, you understand that. So be on that side, like showcase that shit. Be real in that shit. You chose that, so be real. If you on God, be on God. Be proud to be on God. Like, be proud. Like I don't know. Like, people be like, you know, praising they human being people. Like, whatever human being people that they praise or whatever. But it's like, why you don't talk about God like that? You know? It's like, what? So it's like, you're afraid to talk about God or whatever, but you be proud to boast up human beings who are human beings. I don't know, like they're human beings, you know? I'm just thinking about this right now, that part. But that's what I was saying. I was like, pick a side. That's it, okay? And so I feel like you're understanding the side. And the way that these cards are, look, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Okay. So the way that the cards are, you see the devil in the middle, the page of pentacles on the right, and, or like under that love sticker, the 8 of swords down there. On the other side, the God side, where they watching, with the 3 of pentacles in the back. The 2 of wands right there, and he holding the wand. And then the 7 of swords is like, yeah, pick whatever side. But the 7 of swords right here under the devil is like, this the side that I want to be on. I want to be on that side. You see? Oops, the side of, wait, I'm trying to get it in there. Hold up. Oh my God. I can't navigate. Okay. The side of love. The side of love is where you need to be on. Okay. And so, wow. Look how the cards. So, yeah. If they on that side, they feeling all types of ways. Their minds is tied the fuck up because they chose some shit that they should not have. You had to go figure out, go do research, go clarify. Not how to be, but yeah, how to be within this, okay? once you understood, you said, okay, I got it. Be me. That's it. Like, just be me. Because all of your understanding was like, people are playing games, people are acting, people are not their real selves. They're putting on a role. You can also understand, I guess, why in some ways, but based on what it is, the whatever that it is, on a big scale, the industry, the organization, the whatever it is, it's like you have a big understanding about it's better to be yourself than to be fake and to not be real. Because if you're not real within this, that'll get you fucked up. That's what you have learned. That's what you have understood. So you have been your real self this whole fucking time. Up, down, all around. You have been your real self this whole time. That's what you need to know from beginning to now. You have been your real self this whole time. Okay. All right. And so, King of Wands, come on now. That's why you. That's why you are the example. That's why it's like, yeah, I did it like that, and I guess you're watching, and so you're going to do it like that. Cool. 7 of Wands, and then they do, because your example is so strong. I don't know why I just said it like that, but yes. 5 of Swords. I mean, that's kind of how I was feeling in class. Like, they really are going off of how I said it and how I did it. And okay, like, okay, I guess. I don't know. It did make me feel a few ways, because it's like, what? I don't know. But then, I mean, I don't know. But I was just watching and paying attention. And it was like, okay. And so 5 of Swords, it's like that. It's like, you can see this, you can understand it at the light show. Exactly. And it's like, okay. You can have a big understanding, but okay, 9 of Swords coming through to be like, that's not what they should be doing in either. Okay? Like, they should be their real selves. They should be their real selves, okay? It's like, oh, wow. Yep, the devil in the middle is for a reason, because it's like, whoever these people are, and I was talking about, why are you praising or highlighting human beings? It's like, they only have human beings to look at. So there was this recently, maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago or something. I was talking to God, and I was like, God, how do I be like you? Like, real shit. I was like, how do I be like you? Because God is just so cool. Like, God is so strong. Like, God is so, like, that nigga. Like, there is no, like, God does not have any human being aspects to God. I mean, like, that's like a knowing, but it's like, exactly. It's like, how do I be like that? Like, to where I'm not worried about no other shit. I know what I'm on. I know how I do this shit. Like, I be like, yeah, I did that. Like, yes, I do this. Like, what's up? Like, I'm not worried about you hoes. Like, if you see me come through, it's just like that. It's like, oh, it's just a strong, okay? And so I asked God that, and I was like, and I feel like since then, God definitely has showed me, okay? Showed me, told me, also done things to where it's like, yeah. Because you hear how I'm like talking like that, it's like no words, you know? Like God don't need to talk. God don't need to say shit. Like it's just like it is what it is. It's like you see what you see, you understand what you understand. No questions. There's no questions. It's like there's no confusion. If God needs to clarify, it's already like God has given the clarification, and once you understand it, then it's just like that. It's like, ooh, it's just like, yeah, one word. If a word comes through, that's it. Okay, and so, okay, whoever these people are, whew, whoever these people are, it's like they're understanding that they need clarification from people. They need understanding from people, from human beings. They literally have not attained whatever it is to be like, you see what you see. I'm only telling you what I'm telling you. Seven of Cups. And so it's like they're highly confused. They're highly confused, especially about you. Because they like, what? They don't understand how you operate. They don't understand why you operate like that. They just have no understanding. And the reason is God, okay? And they have no understanding about God. Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. They see how you are. They see how you are. They understand how you are. And they like, that's them. That's really them. They really are like that. Just straight up like that. Four of Swords. And you got them thinking. Like now. You got them thinking. No words. Knight of Pentacles. Like, what's up? What's up? No words. The Moon. Like, why do you need clarification? Why? For what? For what? For what? You already got it. Be you. Like, going back to the presentation, it's like, once I understood, I said, okay, let's go. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Wheel of Fortune. That's it. You already got your clarification. And so you have been moving since then. You have been doing since then. That's it. That's it. Okay. And so Six of Swords, they out here like, I need to go figure some shit out. Yeah. Because you have lit it up at the light show. Nine of Cups. It's like, yeah, go do that. Go figure yourself out. Go figure yourself out. Go figure yourselves out. Yeah. you that nigga. If you're not a nigga, don't say nigga. If you're not a nigga, don't think about yourself as a nigga. Real shit. You're not a nigga. You don't understand what being a nigga is. But walk around. I say this in my song, I'm that nigga. Walk around like your shit don't stink. Real shit. Because going back to at the beginning, that can be a thing. Real shit. If you taking care of yourself in the ways that you are, like real shit, sometimes, or a decent amount of time, that can be a thing. Where you literally have, it's not a smell or a high smell, but or a smell to it. Real shit. I'm so serious. I could be wrong, but I would understand as the human being that I am, okay? And so I'm saying that. So, you know, walk around like your shit don't stink because you're so on point with yourself. You're taking care of yourself in the ways that you need to take care of. And so it's like, yeah, my shit literally don't stink. You know, like, I'm me, bitch. I do this shit. Like, what's up? Literally. And so, whoever these people are, they shit stink. And they don't know how to, they don't know how to fix that. They don't know how to, they need clarification. They don't know how to figure it out with God. They don't know how to, because God be telling me shit to do, and it does things for me. And these could be the smallest and simplest of things that, like eating mangoes, I don't know, but like, or using toothpaste. Because if you really use toothpaste, this is what God has told me. Like using toothpaste as a face wash, it has done a lot for me. Real shit. I'm so serious. But God told me that. I'm just putting that out there. I wasn't going to, but it came out. You know, but that's something that God has told me, and it has done things for me. Okay? Like literally. Like I love it. And it's like, wow, toothpaste. But it's like, yeah, toothpaste, you know? And you don't have to buy extra shit to have face wash, you know? It's like, use it for your mouth and your face, and you're good. I don't know. And it feels amazing. It's a mask. You can use that as a mask. It really does so much. It pulls so much out of your body. It pulls so much out of your skin. Like, toothpaste is the shit. Real shit. I'm so serious. But only God told me that, and only God showed me that. And I was like, wow, God. Like, ever since I've been like, wow, God. Wow. So, yeah. 6 of Wands. You do that. You do this. Whatever it is, you do this. You on point. You like that. You on your shit. Literally. Wow. That's a new clarification to on your shit. Come on now. Like, literally. Like, you walk around like your shit don't stink. Go listen to that song, I'm That Nigga. Okay? The beat is called Black. That goes to a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna put all this, but that professor, he, which I've never had a professor like this, but he is connected deeply and has been a high person, like very high, and is still deeply connected to in a big ass NBA team that, you know, I would know about. Real shit. Like, I had him for a professor. And one day we was talking about my beats or whatever, because he understand, you know, all that. And like the music behind the scenes or whatever. And he asked me to send him my beats or whatever one time. And the beat that I sent is called Black, but I sent the beat that I use for I'm That Nigga to him, like a snippet. That just came to me. I don't know, but yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I've always been like, wow, like I had a professor like that. And if I needed to reach out to him, like I still could. I've asked him for letters or whatever before. Like it's really cool. But I've never had a professor like with that high of a connection, or to be that high of a connection before. And it's like I had to go back to school to do that. And that was such a surprising, like such a surprise, because I started classes like a few days late. So when I found out, I was like, what? And he said that like just casually. So he must have, like I missed the introduction of him or whatever. And that was his first semester teaching or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. So God has put you in contact with whoever the fuck that you need to be in contact with for whatever that you're going into, also. Like, you already have these connections, you already have this establishment. Like, y'all have had the conversations, y'all have this understanding. Like, he would remember and understand that I was a music producer, him and one of my other professors. Like, they would have this understanding. And that I'm an artist, that I do music, all of that. They would have this understanding. Yeah. So whatever it is, God has ensured that where you're going, what you're doing, what you do now, also in the future, you're set up. You are set up and set up in so many ways that it's like everything, that's why it's all coming together, okay? Everything is coming together. And I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But what I'm saying, because this is where I'm like, oh my God, for myself, because I'm talking about some big shit. Like, the way that I'm thinking now is like big shit, but God want me to talk about it. So listen, whatever it is, because I'm saying like he is a big connection. A big person, a big understanding. Big is just, it's big. And for him to have that understanding, like, sure, I was a student, but to also have that other understanding about me, it's like, wow. And to have, he has these big connections. Like, he can just, I don't know, like, go to see people, be around them. Like, he is that. I don't, like, what? I don't know. So, based on all that, it's like, you could be getting some, God could be setting up some shit where it's like they understand that about you, okay? Whatever they understand about you, they understand about you, because y'all have had these conversations, y'all have put it out there, all of that, okay? Okay, and so they could be, reaching out to you in some ways, okay? The Emperor, because they know that you do this. That card was sitting, I said all of that, and then it was just sitting in the middle, and then I just brought it out. So they could be reaching out to you, talking to people about you, because they've never forgotten you. They understand who you are. You are very real. They understand you in the ways that they understand you. And yeah, I don't know. The high priestess, because that's some big shit. Okay, so whatever it is, it's like that's some big shit. It's some big shit. You have a big understanding. And maybe, not maybe, they also understand that you understand whatever you need to understand. I've said that, but I'm saying you understand the ins and outs. You understand the good, bad. You understand what you need to understand. And so since you understand, then that's why they're also like, okay. Because of whatever the industry is, whatever the organization is, all of that, they know that you understand. And so, because there's a lot to understand. And so, because they know that you understand, it's not like they wouldn't have to, help to train you or something. It's not that. It's whatever the industry is, whatever the organization is, whatever the people are, whatever it is, you have to have this understanding. And so they would know that you have that understanding. And my eyes keep going down to like the devil. So, you know, based on whatever it is, you would have that deep ass, big ass understanding. And so, yeah, because whatever it is, you need to. You need to. It's just like that. You need to. And they know that you would have it. Come on now, the sun. Oh, wow. So because you have this understanding, because they know that you would know what's up, then it's like, yeah, access. I don't know. Page of Swords, okay? Access. And this is something that you don't know right now. You do not know right now. However, Ace of Cups, God is giving you insight right now in your real life, but also through this reading at the light show. God is lighting it up so that way you could understand. God is already probably giving you some insight, like making you remember, you know, people or whatever. You know, you think about them in whatever ways. You know, if you can see them in whatever ways, you're seeing them in whatever ways. And so, yeah, that's like the insight, the thunder. The rain is coming, okay? Blessings in the rain, okay? On some Aquarius type shit. So you're getting the rumble right now. You're getting the early access to the understanding. And then once this shit come through, once the rain start pouring, you gonna be like, oh my God. Six of Cups, because they gonna be coming to you and being like, we want you for something. We wanna do this with you. We want you. Tower. Okay. And this is some big shit. That's why I have felt whatever this is. Like, I don't know. However, after talking about God in the ways that I talked about God, you know, I took a deep breath, all that, because, I don't know, talking about God, I was going to say this, but I didn't. But talking about God, it, like, God is big. God is big, okay? Whatever it is, you also give off big ass fucking energy also. You have big ass energy. They understand that also. Your energy is big. Your energy is great. You need this also. You need that type of energy for whatever this is. You have everything that you need for whatever this is that's coming through, okay? That's why for you, it's going to be like, whoa. Whoa, Ace of Swords. Okay, I was watching some reading that I did, and I was like, you gonna get access. And it's gonna be access in ways where it's like, what? And it's like they have access, whoever's giving you this access. And like, you know, welcoming you in, telling you what's up or whatever. It's like they used to whatever this is. Like they're used to it. They've been in this for a long time. They do this. They have this understanding on a big level. So for them, it's like nothing. For you, it's going to be like, what the fuck? I get to talk to them. I get to see them all the time. Like I get to just go there, go up in this room that nobody get to have access to. It say like, only like restricted access, you know, like whatever it is, it's like that. Okay? That. Straight up. Like that. You getting this type of access. Queen of Cups. It's deserved. You deserve it, okay? It is deserved. The World card. Come on now, because you did that. You understand what you understand. You know what you know. You have put the time in. You make shit happen. You do and do and do. I do. Exactly. And they understand this about you. And so it's like, yeah. Queen of Pentacles, exactly. This is your time. This is your time to be doing this. Yes, the Hangman, okay? So I was just about to say this and then the Hangman came out. So they could be thinking about you for whatever this is. Like right now. They could be thinking about how to present this to you, how to bring you in, how to. They could be thinking greatly about this. The Fool card. Because whatever it is, it's also like, I don't know. So if you do things online or whatever, maybe you have, or you've talked to people in some ways where you haven't talked to them in person, but through online or something, you've put in applications, you've made comments on a big platform or something through words. I don't know, but something to where like people can like network your name. Okay? And it's like I don't know. And so your name is like saying something. And so when it gets back to the Fool, the person that you personally have an understanding about, that's like even bigger, because it's like, whoa, like they already understand you. And then they like, whoa, because they was already thinking about you for whatever. And now they hearing about you from whatever these other connections are. And so they like, whoa, look, whatever you doing out here, you on point. Page of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands. And I feel like this goes back to whenever you said no to whoever, whatever, at the beginning of the reading, whenever you did that. And they didn't want whatever this is to happen for you. This is the shit that they did not want happening for you, okay? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. That's why they did that. And that's why they did that. Nine of Wands. That's why they did all that. Because they said they're gonna be big as fuck. They're gonna do big shit popping. People gonna know their name. Excuse me. People gonna be talking about them in ways that they don't even know. And they gonna understand them on big levels. Their energy is big as fuck. I have to bring it down. I have to find a way to ensure that they're not them. That they play a role. That they act out here. That they pretend. Yeah. Temperance. And you said, nah, no, that's not what I'm going to do. That's not. You get it? Knight of Swords. Oh, I love it. Four of Pentacles. Exactly. You saying no, you being strong in your no, is exactly what you needed to understand. Especially to get to this point. For people to have the big understanding about you for you to be at the light show, for the light show to be yours, for you to be the person that people is like, do you know them? Do you know them? Do you know them? I seen that they did something. I seen that they whatever. And they're talking about you. Okay? Uh-huh. Yeah, Queen of Swords. They are talking about you. I mean, your name is in rooms, in places where it is like, wow. Like, people understand you on levels that it's like, wow. And these people have done big, great shit. Are doing big, great shit out here right now. Okay? Right now. And they have understandings about you. And that's what they did not want. Six of Pentacles. They wanted for you to be down, for them to do everything for you, for them to say, I put you on, for them to say, I have to feed them. I have to do this for them. I had to do that for them. I did this for them. They can't say none of that shit. Okay? Strength card. They can't say none of that shit. You have done all of this work. You have put your time in, put your hours in. You did that. Page of Cups. And so it's like, exactly. They are stuck. They're stuck and they are stuck. They have no more moves. They can't say shit. They can't say shit. Four of Cups. Don't like it. Oh, well. Oh, well. Like, okay. Before that card came out, I was going to say, wherever they at, whatever they do, they could be, whoever's above them or whatever, could be, you know, in some ways mentioning you. I don't know. Something like that. Mentioning you in some ways where they like, what the fuck? How you know about them? How do you know about them? And they mad. Ten of Cups, exactly. That's exactly how it's supposed to be out here. Yes. From industry to industry, from organization to organization, from people group to people group, you are being mentioned. Death card, come on now. It's like, yeah, what's up? I said no. You didn't like my no? Well, look what God did. Five of Pentacles. And now look at what you're going through. So whatever they're going through at this point in their lives, they're feeling that no that you said. And then how they further did whatever they wanted to do because you said no. And you just said no. No. They're feeling that. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. God told them they were going to feel it. God told them they were going to get this understanding. Like, God told them that. Like, what? Eight of Pentacles. And they just went along and did what they did. This right now is giving the understanding of if somebody is, you know, watching or whatever, and they want to understand why their life is going the way that it's going. And I'm smiling because because God be like that. It's like, okay, so remember that. So we went over the no. and how you said no. Okay, cool. And they was like, okay, cool, but I'm gonna still do this. Okay, cool. And then God went and said, okay, so we gonna talk about all this. Like, yep, leading up to big shit popping. But you already big shit popping. I'm telling you how you are big shit popping, how people see you, how you do this shit out here. Okay. And now for the people who wanted to not listen to the no, not like want to bring a person like you down, you who is not a person who can listen to no and believe a person's no, this is why your life is like this and will be. Three of Cups. Yeah. Just like that. The Lovers. And also, not a long explanation. Yes, Queen of Wands, what's up? Because you already got that understanding. You already knew that if you fucked with whoever the fuck, it's like you were going to figure some shit out and be like, I'm going to experience some bad shit, but I still want to do this anyway. Okay, cool. Go on ahead. You did it, right? King of Swords. You already knew what was up, though. Congratulations. Three of Cups. King of Cups. Big winning at your light show. Okay? We winning out here. Us who not Five of Pentacles. Not some Squidwards. They wanted to understand your purple matter. They wanted to get in your box. They wanted to see what the fuck was up with why you do shit out here like this. Who make you like that? Like, who make you like that? They thought it was a human being. They thought it was, come on now. They thought it was a human being. Oh my God. They thought it was a human being. No, no, no. It's God, ho. The fuck? God make me like this. God do this. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? God. Simple. God. So you looking at greatness, bitch. What? The GOAT? Yes. And God don't play about me? Yes. June 29th. Significance. A significant day to be at the light show. Okay? Remember that. Taikaso. All right? Listen, you winning big time just by being you. Just by you. You being you. And so, wherever you are at this point, it's like in life, it's like words are none. Like, you may be getting to a point, if you're not there yet, where it's like words are none. The way that you talk, it's very subtle. Like, you're like your attitude is very, it could give off rude, but it's not. It's like you have a rude attitude, but you don't. It's like I'm not giving you words. It's like I'm talking in the level that I want to, you know? It's like I'm chilling. I'm good. Like, I don't know. They're noticing and paying attention. They have paid attention to so much about you. And you are just, it could be very different from what they have understood, because you could have been expressing yourself in different ways, you know? Like when I was on a more elevated tip, whenever me and God was going hard with choose God or choose Satan and be strong in that shit, like my voice would be more elevated sometimes, but I wasn't talking as calm as I am now and have been this year. It's just, once, like I said in the reading yesterday, and it, like, battling cancer like cancer, it's like I have eradicated, I have done, and this took a long time. So it's like, why put out extra energy that I don't need to? I needed to do all that. I needed to do all of that. Say all of the shit that I did in the ways that I did it. Say all the shit that I needed to say in the ways that I said it. I needed to do all that, okay? But at this point now, it's like, I'm very chill. I'm very calm. Peaceful, okay? Bitch, I got peace, ho. Just like that. 3 of Swords. And so, they're feeling it. They're feeling exactly what they need to feel. They're understanding exactly what they need to understand. They should have listened. Just like that. 5 of Wands at the bottom. 10 of Pentacles in the middle. It's like I'm also have been getting this year where it's like, once you know a whole bunch of shit, like when I ask God, like, how do I be like you? And it's like God has took me down to a point, not took me down, but brought me up to a point to where I don't need to say words, And if I am saying words, then it's at the light show. It's like you have to do some things to access me. You have to, it's not easy. It's like, yeah. Otherwise, all that free ass access, no. No words. No words. For what? Queen of Cups. No words. 5 of Cups. This is a Squidward card for real. And so they're like, I depend on human beings. I live off of human beings. I need human beings. I don't know how to operate without human beings. And I'll say this at the end, and it's at the end, and I don't care. I just saw 23, so I'm on my shit. People who be talking about, they be like, Jesus. Listen, Jesus was a human being, right? And they say that Jesus was God or something, but is Jesus God or is God God? If he was a human being, he's not God. He was never God. He was a human being. And so, that's why human beings did what they did to the human being, Jesus. And so, when people be out here like, I praise Jesus, I talk to Jesus, 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 Jesus. Okay. But maybe that's why your life look like that. Because Jesus is a human being. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like Maybe rethink who you need to talk to. Maybe rethink who you're talking to. Maybe rethink your life. Maybe he was really out here like, y'all need to be talking to God and not me. Because if you really read the Bible and really read like parts of when he was talking, he was mean to people out here. And he was like, stop talking to me. Like, leave me alone. Like, move around. Like, why the fuck are you around me? Like, leave me alone. Like, I know what y'all gonna do. Like, I see how y'all move. I know what's up. Like, why the fuck you around me? Like, why you talking to me? I don't like none of y'all. Like, leave me alone. Because he was also highlighting on the fact that God is God and God is real. And so, and he was like, I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck, like, who God is. Like, God is real. And y'all not listening. Like, y'all not listening to me. The fuck? Like, what? And so when people be like, I'm gonna put all my sins onto Jesus, like Jesus died for my sins. Is that really true? Like, did one human being who is supposed to be God died for all of everybody's sins from then till now in 2025 years? He has died for all of the sins that have been out here since in 2025 years. Do you know how much that is? One nigga died for all this? I just don't think so. Like, what? I don't know. And the only people that be saying some shit like that and want you to really believe that shit don't look like me. And they use that shit to, you know, do the things that they wanted to do out here by saying that Jesus is allowing us to do this because he died for our sins. And so because he died for our sins, then we're going to do exactly what we're going to do to y'all. And so believe and follow this Bible. Follow this. Become a Christian. Believe that Jesus is your Savior. Don't understand God. No. Believe in this human being. That this one human being that a long time ago, people like who look like them or whatever did the same shit to Jesus. And so because we did that, because we did that to him, then we can also do this to y'all. We wrote a Bible because, you know, in the future we was gonna do the same shit but on a bigger level and create everything that we have now based on the belief that we got people to believe that Jesus is their Savior and Jesus is their master, and we can master them by making them believe that Jesus is their Savior, a human being. And so if they're human beings and we're human beings, and that one human being took all of their sins, and they believe in that one human being who went through all that because they put him through all of that, then they can believe that whatever we put them through, we can make them believe that they can go through that shit too, and that they're gonna get saved because he did it, because they did the same shit to him. And so, you know, make these human beings believe in a human being so strongly that they only believe in human beings, including us. And they believe that we need them. No, exactly. They believe that they need us in order to live, in order to do, in order to be. Without us, it's no them. Because we have made them believe in a human being who went through what he went through That's it. That's At the Light Show. Bye, y'all.